It hasn't been busy basically at all today because there's, there's a bunch of smoke outside, so people don't really want to go out. And this morning, then the person here made a big ass to-do list, big huge fucking to-do list, right? Hasn't done any of it because oh God fucking forbid. And so when I got here, I had to start doing this shit. And the first thing that I did was make a bunch of sliced tomatoes. So when you make sliced tomatoes, you do them both. You're getting them both done simultaneously, pretty much, right? So I kind of figured that we were doing all these tomatoes because we're out of tomatoes. We're got full containers of tomatoes right here, and then this right here, this diced tomatoes. You would think it's almost empty, like almost. Just about empty. It's full to the fucking brim. Oh my. Okay, so there's like all this shit on the to-do list, right? And like I have no issue really with doing shit on the to-do list. But it's been slow the entire day. And you can tell pretty clearly nothing has been crossed off on the to-do list. And they make the to-do list first thing in the morning, right? So through the entire first shift, they didn't do any of the goddamn prep, and now they're making me do all of it because boo-hoo, they weren't able to do any of it this morning. Oh, I feel so bad for morning shift. They didn't do. They had the diced tomatoes. We didn't need to make those. I didn't need to make that. Had all the fucking tomatoes made, and this is like a consistent thing. This is a very common occurrence that like the morning shift people, this specific person doesn't do any of the prep at all. Entire prep list, none of it's done because. And now I'm the one who has to do it because I'm the only one who has like the fucking foresight to see, oh, this has to be done. You might be thinking that like, she can't do any of the prep because they're busy. She's been talking to the waitresses for the last hour. I filmed that part on like, I think it was Thursday. I was like very, very mad, right? I still stand by what I said. Part of why I was so mad though is because that day when it was like 80, 90 degrees outside, that alone, gonna make everyone a bit more stressed out because, that's just kind of how heat works. But then also, right when I got there, then the person that I was ranting about, she told me to like take the big 40-pound grease buckets and dump them in the grease bucket thing that's out by the dumpster. And these buckets are like 40 pounds. But at least they have wheels, right? At least they have wheels. These big 40 pound buckets of grease, I had to wheel them all the way across the parking lot in 90-degree weather when there was like a bunch of smoke everywhere because of the all the wildfires in Canada or whatever it's from. Having to do that like right after getting to work kind of starts your day off pretty bad. It kind of starts your shift off pretty bad. So, for the entire shift I was kind of mad, as any self-respecting person would be, because like she could have done that, any of the people that were there that morning could have done that. Like they just waited for me to do that because they know that I'm not gonna say anything about it. I guess you could say that I'm immature for not wanting to do that, but at the same time, wouldn't you say it's a bit more immature to offload something that big onto someone else? Like the responsibility of that? Like that, I feel like that's a bit worse in terms of maturity, I guess. I'm one of the like 5 people that won't say something. I ended up having to do it, which is real fun, real awesome. I had to go and start doing the big old prep list, and I got around a quarter of it done. And then she said to me that I don't have to do any more of the prep because we're gonna have a prep guy in the morning. On the one hand, I was happy that I didn't have to do prep, but at the same time, she's still offloading a bunch of responsibility onto other people when she was still, standing there talking to people for most of the time that she was on the shift. So, like, I get that she's, like, a shift lead and, like, higher in seniority, but, like, instead of using that to, like, get things done and, like, make the shift go faster, she's just doing that to, like, not do things and just give me stuff to do, which, like, it is a job, but at the same time, respect is a two-way thing,